high school kids, you see more of anxiety and depression.
I know some of my friends who have eating disorders or ADHD.
They also experience bullying, also just like not feeling like comfortable in their like neighborhood.
It's traumatizing even for children who live in good areas to hear about kids that look just like them getting caught in mass shootings or getting caught in drive-bys. It's traumatizing for the kids that go to school with them, for the kids that hear about it on the news, for Black children around America. So I definitely think that it's a multi-layered issue in terms of safety. But I feel like the root cause of the problem is the ineptitude of the adults who don't want to look at these young people and see them as human beings.
In my neighborhood, there's been more shootings than usual. There's more dead bodies on the streets. And what's even crazier, I've seen a few, which is not normal for teenagers, you know.
A lot of kids my age need counselors or just somebody to talk to, because a lot of people don't have somebody to talk to.
We have like social workers and therapists. He's like a counselor at my school, and he's just been like a really good figure, like father figure type, because I feel like when you don't kind of like have that in your life, like it's really nice. I've had like a lot of support from him, and he's kind of like the one that got me started with therapy.
The African American community, because that's what I've known all my life. You know, mental health and families has always been such a hush-hush thing. Keep it to yourself. What happens in my home stays in my home. And I think that's a really terrible stigma that we have in my community, because so many people need help, but they're afraid to speak on it, and they're in generational trauma of continuously being told to push it down and keep it in. It's harming my community, and it's killing us.
There is a big shortage in staff. That's counselors, teachers, everything. So I would definitely try to go around and see if we could have more staff available to us who are qualified to help us with our mental health.
My school tries with mental health, but I think what it is that they just don't want to have something happen and then it be their fault. I don't think that it's talked about enough. It has obviously been great how we have made mental health a much bigger deal and has brought more attention to it, but of course there's a long way to go.
DC's issue is not that we don't have resources, it's that we don't have a way like to know.
I would actually sit them down and like talk to them in their face, not just post flyers in school. Nobody's gonna read that. Like, be honest. Nobody's gonna read that. They need to have it on social media, talk to the kids face to face, really like start interacting with the kids, because just putting a bunch of papers around the school is not gonna do anything.
Sometimes people don't know who to go to, people don't know who to ask, so just a mandatory little check-in and check-ins throughout the year.
I wish I knew that I had counselors here. A lot of things that youth don't know in DC is that there is counseling within your schools, and there's a lot of like social workers.
Just having someone to consistently talk to at school, your counselor, someone that you trust to just vent to and talk out your problems with, really does, like, even if people don't think it helps, it really does help.
Everybody should get a chance to like have therapy available to them.
Honestly, I feel like lots of programs where you get to be yourself, because sometimes at home you can't be yourself. And that's what leads to like anxiety and depression, or you don't have the money or resources.
There's nothing wrong or selfish about wanting better for yourself or wanting stability in your life.